blessing, I can have my dough. Eat it, made it, more. Blessing, I can have my dough.
Peace fam, peace people, it's your boy, the man, the wonder, the incredible, the intuitive, the intellectual. C'est Manuel de Plan, TK, T-Saxy, TK Soul, Taikari. I'm here with a very special guest today, one of the guys. We go way back, know what I'm saying? I'll let him introduce himself because I'm not gonna lie, no one can do it better. You dig what I'm saying? The one and only
Mr. GQ 214. Let's get it. Let's go. We live. Let's get it, baby.
free flowing conversation today. I guess we'll touch on one of the topics that's been up recently, and that's basically the interconnectedness of everything. You dig what I'm saying? How everything happens for a reason. Can I get a light real quick? I ain't gonna lie. Before we get too deep into this, pull up, roll up, spark up, whatever you gotta do in order to digest what we're about to say. Lock in. So, the interconnectedness of everything. Everything is connected. Everyone is connected. Cycles, brother. The reason I say this is because sometimes we look at people like tree huggers, for example. Why the hell would someone just go up to and hug a tree? It got ants all over it, bugs, bark flakes, whole bunch of nasty shit. But at the same time, just think about energy. Nothing is created nor destroyed. Meaning, information, things that happen. If there's a record of everything, where do you think that record is kept? If there's a way to access it physically, spiritually, where will we go to access that? One of those answers could be the motherfucking trees. Or maybe that's the trees talking. I'll pass the mic.
Maybe it's not just the trees as well, but it's where the roots are connected to, right? You see, oftentimes we kind of look past the collective consciousness of everything, right? The universe is a whole, it's one, right? Everything kind of revolves around a sort of circle. It's a circle of life, as you will, right? If you kind of look at the tree roots goes down into the earth. The hairs on our head, it kind of goes up. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's our wire. It's our connection into that universe, right? The next thing goes back to consciousness. Each of us, we have our own individual consciousness, but there's also a collective that formulates the civilization of man, that formulates the education of man, that formulates the, I guess you can say, how we function as a society, as we work as a unit. That goes all back to the collective consciousness, right? If you look at artistry, even the art that we tap into, right? Something called music, right? Music kind of goes back to a collective consciousness as well, because a note that is played now is one that has been played in ancient time, thousands of years ago. A note that is played now is something that will be played again in the future, right? Now, when you think about notes and artistry, there might be instances where us as artists, we kind of tap into something as we're in the zone. We was kind of speaking on this earlier, kind of like when we're freestyling our art, right? There's so many different things that we can grab from, right? But what we narrow it down to is something that's not of this realm, right? It's something that, let's say we're playing in a band, right? We can kind of bounce ideas off each other without speaking, right? It's something that is hidden, right? It goes back to that collective consciousness of mankind, right? The way that you can kind of communicate and get across a feeling, a vibe, an emotion towards somebody who doesn't speak your language, right? That goes back to a collective consciousness, and we're all interconnected. You know, it's is something very deep, and it's something that is not really talked about a lot, but it's something that we should perceive and that we should keep on our mental on a day-to-day.
Tap me in, coach. Look, there's been instances where me and my girl would be vibing, giggling, kiki, a cot, but then we'll fuck around and say the same thing at the same time. Or like it would be a reference that we would say, and it's not because we just say it so much. Nah, it'll be like a regular, like a random reference from some random movie, and we'll both say it at the same time. And we're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a frequency thing. Like the more time you spend around someone, like the more, like the easier it is to tune into the same frequency. Like even what you said earlier with musicians, yes, that's a big if not the biggest part of my musical experience, honestly. Like most of
a flow state.
yeah, and you only access that flow state after you learn from what was here before. So you learn what was here before, you learn the words in order to express yourself and speak freely. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like words, literally, like certain phrases in music, like a group of notes, a group of 8 notes pictured as a word. And you can see this one word that countless jazz greats use. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you the other day with Dexter Gordon. I'm like, hey, you'll probably hear a lot of cats use that same lick. It's because they all listen to each other. And then they expand off of it later. So no matter how you want to see it, there's nothing new under the sun. What's done was already done. Facts. Yeah, man. Damn, I have all the clips on my phone. But I have a controversial topic. Long story short, Africans ain't from Africa. Africans are from America. Which is why things are the way that they are. When, like, history has been told backwards, as well as the maps that we have. We also kind of read them backwards. So, like, even when it goes back to the ancient scripture, it's like, even though there may be certain things that we can, like certain facts or certain evidence that we can point and say, hey, this happened over here, facts and evidence don't mean truth, because we've been given facts and evidence about space our whole lives. You know what I'm saying? But I seen Bill Nye say that the Earth is a closed system. There's no way for us to get out. So how do we have footage of us on the moon and shit? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just like I wanted to open up the can of worms with that. Like, what's your perspective on that? And how would you bring that back with like with your frame of reference? Like, I like talking to you because you can take what I say and bring it back to your frame of reference and connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just want to, I want you to expand on that. So basically, the maps being flipped and a lot of stuff that's been written in scripture might have happened on the landmass that we're on right now instead of Africa. So even though we've been taught our whole lives that it's happened over there, what if it is over here and we've just been blinded from it?